Fire up your soul, fire up your soul, fire up your soul. Gundam, make you rush.
Alright, we're back.
Small
folks.
incremental improvements all around, no parts changes. However, see my backpack? This might be the last time you see it. Its special ability is now usable with any backpack. So
and he wants to find something with guns.
Yeah. Like something that I can fire repeatedly and hopefully while moving. Because I'm not getting a lot of that right now. Sandstorm, Japan Cup, Best 8.
We're coming to the final countdown.
So is this the quarters?
Maybe.
And then the best 4 is the semis, and then the best 2 is the finals.
Yeah, that would be correct.
Alright, quarterfinals of the national tournament. Let's do this.
Yeah, you're gonna be the bestest of Gundams in all of Japan, you skinny white boy.
Yep.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Oh, man.
You never did give your Gundam a name.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I named it the Gundam Phantasm.
Oh, okay. I never noticed.
I think I did it off screen.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I did it off screen when we were grinding. I named it the Gundam Phantasm because A, I have that ability where I'm just shitloads of after images, and B, because I fucking love the Fate series, and their term for like super special attacks is Noble Phantasms.
Fair enough.
And I thought I could reference that.
Alright. Works for me.
Also, because a lot of my attacks just blind the fuck out of people.
At some point, I should figure out if we can play a multiplayer version of this, and let's see how yours stacks against mine.
Badly, I'm guessing, considering your single-player campaign is likely significantly farther than mine.
Not as much. Actually, our levels are pretty close, just because of how slowly, like, how much of a brick wall you hit leveling up.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I'm probably, I think my highest part level right now is 14.
Okay, because I think mine is currently 12. 12 or 13. I think I have one part that's level 13 and everything else is 12.
I think my big thing that would make my mech annoying to fight is that, well, you have a lot of varied stuff put towards, like, knockbacks and knockback breaking and all that.
Yep.
I have a lot of recovery. Like,
oh, shit.
a lot of recovery.
Yeah, right now, mine is built almost entirely around stun lock.
Yeah. Whereas mine is built on being very hard to do any lasting damage.
Very difficult to stun lock. That is a nice looking backpack. Maybe I can steal that.
Well.
Give me your bag.
Is that the heavy arms?
I think it was a heavy arm shield. Or it was a Gatling shield at the very least. Well, I know how to solve this problem.
Yeah, that tends to do it.
Pro tip, nuclear bombs solve a lot of problems.
And make some.
And make some. Time to Super Dragoon.
A golden age, though.
Oh shit! They're spawning in more of them.
Yeah, you're killing so damn fast.
More of the same robot.
I think you can fire another nuke, actually, already.
No, not yet.
Oh, right, the other side. Oh, your shield has a gun, I think.
My shield doesn't have a gun. My shield's a backpack.
Then what's that on the other side?
What's what on the other side?
So you have your atomic bazooka on one side, so what's that other blue meter?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Is that your shield, actually? Could that just be your generic blocking ability?
Maybe.
Unless...
I don't block a whole lot.
That's entirely possible.
Oh, fuck. I whiffed that.
You look like a spaz.
Oh, I hit someone.
A very stupid person who was standing behind you for some reason.
And then got ground broken.
As he deserved it to be.
For standing immediately behind the Gundam doing a
Flailing
sword
like
dance.
a lunatic. By the way, I think you actually get better parts breaks when you melee the fuckers.
Oh. You know what? That makes sense considering, like, how beefy my hits are. Yeah, that knocked out 10 parts apparently.
Well, you got his arms. There's always something satisfying to watching a machine explode in the distance.
You know, I say this a lot, but you know what series I think could have done a lot better than it did if it were better handled?
What's that?
Metabots.
I still liked Metabots. It was fun.
It was a great kids show, but I really think they could have developed it into something special.
Yeah, oh wow, you're just going for it. Because it was pretty much just Pokemon with robots, like... how do you
Yeah, and it
fuck
was
that
super
up?
good.
Yeah.
But, like, there were some video games for it that were decent.
Yeah.
They were Game Boy Color games, and a lot of them didn't leave Japan.
Yeah.
And there was one for the GameCube that I've never played, but I want to.
Yeah, you know, I vaguely remember a GameCube game.
I think I'm just gonna have to emulate it at some point, because, like, I cannot find it anywhere.
Yeah.
And, like, we have a lot of used game stores in the city.
Yeah.
So, like, if I can't find it, it's because it's not available.
We have the resources. Have you ever tried eBay?
I don't like buying things online if I don't have to.
Which is weird considering your shut-in nature.
Yeah, that is weird. But, like...
You would think the convenience of having it come to you would be appealing.
Okay, but here's the thing. I can go down to a used video game store...
With
and
a 20-minute bus ride.
Yeah, and I can just check their, like, oh, what used GameCube games do you have? And I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of GameCube games, so I can still stumble across something I was previously unaware of.
That's true.
For PS1 games, I'll buy shit online, because I know every single game that came out for the PS1.
And I mean, then again, there's also some times when people in these game stores don't actually know what they have.
Yeah, you'd be
Like,
surprised.
I remember one game store was selling, like, I really wish I had picked it up now that I know how much it's worth, but some game store was selling a copy of the original Shantae on the Game Boy
Yep.
for $50.
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, oh, that seems expensive for a Game Boy game, whatever. I don't, like, this was before I was into Shantae.
Yep.
And I got into it really fucking hard. Then I've recently gone on eBay and I'm like, how much is the original Shantae for? I think I want to grab a copy. $900.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is less extreme, but, one video
By the
game...
way, if you do want to play the original Shantae, folks at home, it is on the 3DS eShop for $5 Canadian.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Digital is way cheaper.
Sometimes it's just worth it to buy the digital copy because fuck it. The only reason I wanted a physical copy was so we could play it on the channel, but fuck it.
Okay, this is less extreme in the terms of stores not knowing what they have. But I saw a copy of Twin Snakes at one store for $59.99 and at a store just 2 minutes away for $259.99.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, like, either there's something horribly wrong with that disc, or, like,
They're an idiot.
someone's wrong.
Yeah. And you know what? That's what I love to call the con syndrome, where you'll go to a con and you'll see one dude selling, like, again, now at most cons that I go to, I'll look for their Gundams, because sometimes you get some good deals at these cons.
Yep.
A bunch of people were selling stuff from Gundam Wing. One gentleman was selling them for $70 a kit.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
across the booth from him, another man was selling them for $35 a kit.
I actually have to go back real quick because there was a box I didn't open. Yeah, 70 a kit is way too much.
The only time I'll ever pay 70 a kit is for when it's one of those rare, like, Bandai exclusive ones.
Never released outside of Japan.
Well, besides that, the Bandai exclusives are typically like special kits. They're like, they tend not to be the stuff from shows. They tend to be weird what-ifs or variants of existing kits.
Okay.
So, like, they have one, which is the high-mobility Zaku test type, which is a hybrid kit of a Zaku 2 and a Dom test type.
Okay.
And it actually comes out to being a really interesting-looking final product.
Yeah, I can see that.
They also have stuff like the one I recently ordered because it was really, really stupid. You remember the Super Fumina?
Yes.
They have a Gundam exclusive Super Fumina, which has changed her to the Titans colors, which, if you recall, is blacks and dark blues.
Okay.
So they call it the Super Fumina Maid type.
Oh, good.
It also comes with stupid cat ears for the Fumina head.
Oh, good.
So I bought that for the sheer novelty of it. Because there was a point
Oh,
when...
I need this car.
You can steal it.
I need to hit him first.
No, just B. Or square.
Well, I needed to hit
The
him.
PlayStation equivalent of B.
Yeah.
Except in... What is square in Japan?
I don't know.
Could be X? Because I guess their X is B. And circle is A. And then you carry the 3.
Oh, Jesus, that died quick.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you have health and armor up. That doesn't.
That's true.
The Death Scythe is a cool design from an otherwise bland side series.
Yeah, the Death Scythe is a very nice design.
I'm not gonna take it back either. The Tall Geese looks nice, but Wing does not have a lot of designs that really pop out as being all that amazing.
I really like the heavy arms in concept.
But even in execution, it's kind of lazy. It's just a Gundam with a lot of guns. And like, let's compare that, the heavy arms, for example, to the full armor, which is the same concept. A Gundam with a lot of guns. The full armor manages to look a lot better.
Yeah.
Mind you, it was designed much later. But still, like, instead of putting the guns inside the body, it has several extra peripherals to hold the guns.
Yeah.
Like double-barreled laser cannons on the arms, Gatling cannons in the backpack, extra arms to hold more guns. It somehow comes out as looking more practical that way for some reason.
Yeah.
Although the only reason why I don't like I don't want to get the heavy arms, or not the heavy arms. The only reason why I don't want to get the full armored kit is because E.O. Fleming was an asshole.
So you don't like the pilot?
Yeah. No, dude, the pilot was a drug-addicted asshole.
Okay.
Who, like, I shit you not, his arch nemesis is a cripple. Who he, by the way, repeatedly points at, like, his entire dismissal of this man is based on the fact that this guy's crippled. This, like...
Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
so he's basically Donald Trump in a robot.
It gets worse because he uses this robot to bully other cripples the entire time. You're running over your friends.
Oh, so I am.
Yeah. Like...
Thanks for pointing that out, Jay. I
Yeah.
probably would have done that for a while.
Like, you know, Donald Trump's an asshole, and he makes fun of crippled people, and that's wrong. But Donald Trump doesn't proceed to go and beat up the crippled people. Unlike E.O. Fleming,
Yep.
who gleefully murders cripples.
Oh, man.
Like the Russians.
Actually,
I shouldn't make that implication. Putin will beat me up. It's a legitimate concern.
Yeah, he probably could beat you up. He looks pretty tough.
I was gonna say, like, there's a
He's
list of...
ex-KGB.
I was gonna say, there's a list of politicians I'm pretty sure I could take in a fight. He is not among them.
No.
Trump, I think I could beat him up. He's a year under the average age of death from old age anyway.
Really?
Yeah, he is 70 and the average death rate in the US is 71. Which is why I'm beginning to think the Trump thing is he's not making it to a second term, only because...
He won't live that long?
Yeah, I really doubt that you can be that close to the death age and not suffer a heart attack from one of the most stressful jobs in the world. Even if you're Donald Trump and are not likely to give this job the most serious of attentions. Like, I am assuming Donald Trump is probably going to be a more laid-back president than we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
I still think this is going to be stressful as fuck.
There's actually a thing where if you look at images of people before and after they were president for a term...
They age.
Yeah.
Look at Obama. He went from spry, young, black guy to Forrest Whitaker.
It is a hard job.
Yeah.
Like,
have you ever, like, no, seriously, I'm talking to you people out there who think of Obama as this young, black-haired...
He was.
Yeah, he was. Look at him now. He's gaunt and thin, and he's got Tarkin face syndrome.
You mean he's made with, like, subpar CGI?
Yes. No, I mean, like, he's got a skull face.
Obama actually died years ago. It's just a hologram.
Yeah.
Or the actor who played Obama died years ago. This is just a hologram.
I still maintain that in Star Wars Rogue One, they should have just had, like, if you...
Dude who looks like him?
No. Like, fine, fuck it. You're gonna use CGI, whatever. But it doesn't look right, so have him be a hologram. He's on a different part of the Death Star at all times, because he's still gotta oversee some shit.
Yeah, that would have worked.
And it would have worked, and it would have gotten around the weird-looking face, because you could have just
And the ethics debate.
And the ethics debate, because you could have just passed it off as... Well, it wouldn't have gotten around the ethics debate as much, but it definitely would have gotten around the weird face syndrome by you just saying, oh, you know, it's a hologram. Box.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, man. But yeah, no, like, using CGI actors to replace other actors, I'm alright with, because, I mean, the reality of it is, like, you couldn't use Carrie Fisher for that cameo at the end of the movie.
Yeah, because she's old and now dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, at the time she wasn't, but... I mean, like, it's not practical. No amount of, like, makeup and CG can de-age a person 40 years.
Yeah. Also, what
You
was
could
the
put them up there, you can't bring them back down.
Also, what was the deal with James Earl Jones's voice? Why was it so different?
Because he's very old.
No, it seemed like they used a different filter.
Yeah, they used a filter to make him sound not as much of an 80-year-old black man. Because the first time he was only a 40-year-old black man.
Fair enough.
And 40 years does a thing to your voice. As well, there was a considerable effort in, despite having higher technology, making things look artificially cheaper. Because they were trying to capture that Episode 4 look, which, if you recall, was
there were
handled
fingerprints
in the 70s.
all over
Yeah.
the fucking Darth Vader helmet.
I really don't think they should have done that, honestly. I think they should have just acknowledged that there was limitations put on Darth Vader's costume the first time, and then moved on, instead of artificially uglying up otherwise a good time to make a nice thing. Anyway, we'll see you next time, folks.